What's the best bank for fast Newton crypto deposits, and how can I get my cash into the exchange as quickly as possible to catch those market movements? That's the question I kept asking myself when I started using Newton. We all know in crypto, minutes can mean the difference between getting a great entry price and missing out. For us in Canada, the main way we fund our accounts is through Interac e-transfer. Rocket the reality of e-transfer speed. First, let's set expectations. Newton states that e-transfers can take up to 2 hours to deposit, although many users, myself included, often see them arrive much faster. But what I've learned from experience is that the speed often has more to do with your bank's internal processing and the e-transfer method you use than it does with Newton's side once the transfer is initiated. My personal bank experiences. I've tested deposits from a few different Canadian financial institutions. Here's a breakdown of my subjective, first-person experience. Simply Financial, CIBC's direct banking brand. This has consistently been my fastest option. Transfers have almost always gone through in under 15 minutes, sometimes even faster, almost immediately. If speed is your absolute priority, an account with a digital-focused bank like Simplii is a serious contender. TD Canada Trust. Deposits from TD are generally reliable, but not the fastest. I've seen times ranging from 20 minutes to over an hour during peak times. They seem to have more internal checks that can slow things down, especially for larger amounts or if it's your first deposit of the day. BMO, Bank of Montreal. Similar to TD, BMO tends to be in the moderate speed category. Typically, transfers arrive within 30 to 60 minutes. Not bad, but not instant. Lightbulb. The pro tip for maximum speed. Forget the request via app method on Newton, it adds an extra step. The biggest speed difference I found comes from using the fund via e-transfer method, which involves setting Newton up as a contact directly in your bank's online platform. Get the details, log into your Newton account and navigate to the funding section to get the specific e-transfer email, security question, and answer. Add Newton as a contact. Go into your bank's online banking or app and set up Newton as a new e-transfer recipient using those exact details. Send directly. Now, whenever I want to fund my account, I just send an e-transfer directly from my bank's app to the Newton contact I created. When I send the e-transfer this way, the funds seem to hit my Newton account much quicker, often in the 10 to 20 minute range regardless of the bank. It removes the delay of waiting for Newton to send you a request and then you accepting it. Warning: a crucial caveat, bank blocking and limits. Be aware that some banks can be sensitive to crypto exchanges. I've occasionally had a deposit held up because my bank wanted to verify the transaction. If a deposit seems to be taking too long, over a couple of hours, the first thing you should do is call your bank's security or fraud department. Sometimes they are holding the transfer without notifying you. Also, remember to check your bank's daily and weekly e-transfer limits. These are usually lower than Newton's limits. The best bank is the one that allows you to set up the direct e-transfer contact and process the transfer without intervention. Based purely on speed and consistency in my personal use, I'd lean towards the digital banks or credit unions that seem to process Interac transactions with fewer internal delays than some of the Big Five. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.